Good evening, friends. And last time I spoke on 25th August 2024 when we had the results of the ACS exams. And now I thought I'll share my thoughts with respect to the best way to prepare to become a company secretary. One of the things I thought is that it is not advisable to mug up things and write exams, because this is not an ordinary course, it is a professional course, and the expected knowledge levels is that of an expert, and in-depth knowledge is the only solution for the same. And therefore there must be some sort of an understanding that it is not something which we need to be worried if we are not able to clear the exams immediately in the first attempt itself. Generally, it is not advisable to write all the papers of all the groups in one attempt and try to clear it as if it is a marathon race. It is important for us to also have a clear idea of the subjects instead of merely looking at clearing the exams as a matter of exams. When I studied, I always did one group for one session, and one group consisted of 3 papers in those days. I don't know, it may be 4 papers now in the executive level program. And therefore what I feel is that the first 1 month, that is the month of September, you should be able to do an assessment of all the 4 papers or 3 papers, which will take about 1 week per paper. And then this 1 week you should do the assessment and mark the entire chapters into orange level chapter, where you have a fair understanding of what the concept is all about and what it wants you to understand, and red, where you are able to mark it with color red, the chapters where you need a deep study, a thorough study. And maybe it is also necessary that you must listen to some experts speaking on that. There must be some classes you may be requiring, some assistance, external sources. And therefore I always say that you should be assessing it and marking it at least into orange and red, so that you are able to understand that you need less time for the orange chapters, and the red chapters will require more time. So this 1 month that is the month of September, should be devoted for marking all the chapters of all the papers in these 2 colors. And this will help you to put yourself in a particular mode, because the assessment is done properly. You will be able to allocate time properly. Then you have left with almost 3 months, that is October, November and December. And I suggest that you complete all the red chapters first and make it READ, red, and thereafter come to the orange, because you will feel very lighter at the time, because you have already marked it as easy subjects to just go through, brush up and all. Therefore you may not need much time for that. You complete the red ones and make it red fully, thoroughly understood clearly, and thereafter look at the orange ones. And by this process you would have crossed about 75 days to 90 days, and still you will be left with some time, because you may be having some gap between one exam to another, and therefore you will be able to put some efforts to brush up your memory. And such a good study, such in-depth study helps you in your professional service life or practice life. So therefore, all that I want to say is, do not think that you should write all the papers of all the groups in one attempt and try to just close it as if it is a very important milestone to be achieved. The second thing is, you should understand always thoroughly the concepts and fundamentals and the subjects to a professional level of knowledge, and therefore the study is required to be thorough, and it doesn't matter if you are able to clear only one group at a time. Thirdly, you should devote a month's time or 3 weeks' time for 3 papers for assessment and marking it between red and orange. Fourthly, complete the subjects or red chapters first, because you may need some assistance of some experts or online tutors that will help you to complete the difficult portions first, and that will help you to write your papers properly, clearly, thoroughly, and you will be, I am sure, seeing success definitely. Thank you and all the best.